on there?
I knew since the second round it was over. I went back to my corner. I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence, and it was my night.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you filled out really well, 140. You looked really strong in there, big.
I want to say about that fight. Teo had no strategy.
At all.
And guys, humor me for a second here.
at all.
I think it'll be interesting. That, like you said, tactics. I want to talk about strategy. And I want to use chess to explain it, okay? There's a difference between strategy and tactics, okay? Let's start with chess. In chess, in the opening of the game, you must control the center of the board.
Right.
Okay. Like if you place a knight in the center, it can hit 8 squares. In the corner, it can hit 2. But you have to control. You have to fight for control of the center because strategically, that's your strategy. Fight for control.
Wishing you nothing but the best. Everybody believes you're a rising star, and I hope it proves true. And thus far, you're doing your thing. Congratulations to you.
Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith break down Teofimo Lopez's complete lack of strategy against Shakur Stevenson. They point out how Lopez and his corner repeatedly failed to make adjustments, leaving him exposed to Shakur's jab and timing. Even one effective round could not hide the gap in skill, proving Shakur's brilliance and tactical superiority in the ring.
If you're fighting a southpaw, you have the hook to the body available to you. Your power hand is close to his face.
Right hand to the chest, maybe. Freeze him.
Chest or head. His backhand is way far away.
He would have to cross his body to get to you. Yes.
And his hook, you're outside the hook. Okay.
Takes way too long.
Teo and his corner, his dad, had no set. One round he won, maybe the 8th. He would jump out with his left foot to outside Teo's outfoot, and he would hit him with a hook in the body. Yeah. Maybe he won the 8th round, and that was it. And then there was no cut stopping in the corner. There were no instructions in the corner. Teo's dad, I'm going to talk to him. I've met him. He's always treated me very well.
But we honest on this show.
I need to say something about this.
We honest on inside the ring, baby.
It is time for Teo to move on to another trainer. You have done, sir, Mr. Lopez, an amazing job with your son.
Good job, y'all. So far, great job.
You have taken him from nothing to incredible heights. Congratulations to you. You deserve it.
Now
it is time to let him go.
Shakur Stevenson proved why he dominates 140 pounds. His preparation, cardio, and timing left Teofimo Lopez helpless. Every adjustment and jab highlighted Shakur's skill and discipline, showing that talent and strategy triumph over brute strength. His performance was a masterclass in control, precision, and ring intelligence.
140
You're
now.
the man right now. That's right. That's a fact.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. I put in a lot of work for this, though. All glory to God, and hard work and dedication equals success.
Yeah, and look, and like we said, we're good now. I know we had differences in the past, but I give you a lot of respect. I saw how hard you trained in there. It showed in the ring, the discipline, the shape you were in. You had great cardio. It looked like you could have gone, 18 rounds.
I could have. That was easy. I actually was picking it up as it go, but T.O., he fought to not get stopped. So,
Shakur Stevenson's intelligence in the ring made Teofimo Lopez look lost. Even without corner guidance, Shakur adapted flawlessly, controlling distance and timing with his jab. Max Kellerman highlights that Lopez had no answer for Shakur's technical brilliance, underlining that skill and anticipation dominate over raw aggression every single time.
But I'm saying, if you were in the corner, if I were anyone else, you're in the corner, you say, hey, Teo, you got to get your. It doesn't mean you're going to get your lead foot outside, but you have just like you won't necessarily control the center if the other guy's better of the chessboard, but you have to fight for control. You got to make it a struggle
and if you're not
for
gonna
control.
Fight for control, at least get your lead hand up.
You guys are way more technical than I am, so I'm gonna give y'all that.
There you go.
But listen, man, I'm just be honest. I don't care who's in the corner. Malik and Robert and Bo Mack.
Oh, he ain't gonna win that fight.
Difference.
No, it would have made a difference.
I know.
I get all that. So let me just. I'm a fan doing. I'm a fan over here. So I heard what y'all saying. I get all that. Right? I would write notebooks. I get all that. Cool. Watching that fight, Shakur had him so confused because I get it. Your corner may tell you different things, but as you're a fighter, you're the one in there. You see different styles. So you can adjust without your corner telling you certain things. The problem is Shakur was so great with the jab and the distance, there's nothing he could do.
Even Teofimo Lopez admits he was limited to body shots, struggling to land meaningful combinations.
Shakur Stevenson's defense and ring IQ rendered Lopez's efforts mostly ineffective. Every attempt to close the distance was anticipated, leaving Lopez exposed, while Shakur showcased why he's considered one of the smartest fighters in the division.
You know, I was catching him a lot with the body shots a lot, so I think that was one of my effective arsenals that was getting him every time. But I think just more combinations, especially finish with left hooks.
Shakur Stevenson forced Lopez to constantly react instead of dictate. Chael Shannon points out how Lopez struggled to assert control, shifting back and forth defensively. Shakur's precision and movement left Lopez chasing shadows, confirming that a fighter with ring intelligence and timing can dominate even when facing raw power.
From him. He was running away. He was trying to get distance. Then he was trying to step in to win this athletic competition, and then he's trying to get out of the way so that he doesn't get hurt again. I mean, he was fighting. Then it turns to where he can't stay away anymore, so now he's got to go.
Devin Haney notes Teofimo Lopez lacked focus and appeared distracted before even stepping in. Shakur Stevenson capitalized on this, showing clinical efficiency and mental sharpness. Lopez's attention to hype rather than strategy cost him the fight, while Shakur's discipline and preparation left no openings for mistakes or comebacks.
What did you make of it?
At the end of the day, if you look at interviews before the fight, I was saying that, something looked off about him. He looked like he just wasn't really focused on the fight. He said my name before the fight more than he even said.
Shakur Stevenson's jab completely neutralized Lopez's attack. Every misstep by Lopez played into Shakur's hands, exposing the technical gap. Wade Plam's breakdown shows Lopez's inability to navigate a southpaw, and Shakur's control of angles and spacing made the fight look effortless from round one.
Trouble getting to Shakur Stevenson. He could not get past the lead hand. The jab was stifling him. He was having trouble cutting the ring. He was having trouble getting to the outside foot. This was an orthodox southpaw matchup where Teofimo needed to step to his left to try to push the lead hand away, or at least get head off center line if he wanted to throw his right hand. Instead, he was doing the opposite, and Shakur was taking the outside track. Teo was stepping on the inside lane and then fading to his right side, right into the left hand of Shakur Stevenson, which, by the way, in the first round, Shakur didn't really even throw a backhand. It was just...
Shakur Stevenson's boxing intelligence sets him apart from Lopez. Bomac emphasizes that once Shakur applies his mind, he becomes untouchable. This isn't just about power, it's timing, anticipation, and skill. Lopez's raw aggression is no match for a fighter who thinks 3 steps ahead and dominates with precision.
Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from that kid.
Eddie Hearn breaks down Shakur Stevenson's complete mastery over Teofimo Lopez. From his precise jab to flawless footwork, Shakur controlled every moment in the ring. Lopez's attempts at aggression were neutralized by Shakur's timing and conditioning. This performance proves Shakur is a technically complete fighter, combining power, speed, and ring IQ into a flawless display. Even when Lopez tried to pressure, Shakur's composure and strategy kept him steps ahead. Every move was calculated, showing why he's not just winning fights but schooling opponents in technical brilliance.
I think Shakur looked strong. Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness. He's a complete...
Keyshawn Davis captures the shock of Shakur Stevenson's dominance. Lopez never looked competitive, struggling at every turn while Shakur effortlessly dictated pace. The fight wasn't even close, showing a gap in skill and preparation. Shakur's confidence shines through as he even looks ahead to bigger challenges, calling out top names and establishing himself as a global star with every decisive punch and flawless movement in the ring.
Bro, I'm just going crazy. He beat him up. It's easy work. He's beating Teo up. It's not even a close fight. You know what I'm saying? So I was just happy for him. Super happy for him.
And he called out Conor Ben. You guys both trying to maybe co-main and main event in the UK with all these UK guys?
Hey man, how big this event was, bro. I ain't tripping. Let's do it.
Claressa Shields highlights the complete technical mastery of Shakur Stevenson. He mixed jabs to the head and body with such precision that Lopez was constantly disrupted. Even moments that seemed dangerous for Shakur were controlled through anticipation and timing. This was more than a win, it was a clinic. Every feint, punch, and adjustment demonstrated why Shakur is in a different class. Lopez was left chasing shadows, showing the importance of discipline and strategy over raw power. This fight confirms Shakur's ability to combine athleticism, skill, and fight IQ into a flawless performance.
I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is a stoppage. I can't ask for nothing else.
Daniel Jacobs' advice underscores the reality Lopez faced. He was outclassed. Shakur Stevenson's dominance wasn't luck. It was skill, preparation, and fight IQ. Lopez's aggression alone could not bridge the gap. Every attempt to match Shakur was met with counters, precise jabs, and superior ring control. This clip emphasizes that raw courage cannot overcome technical mastery, and fighters like Shakur force their opponents into mistakes while maintaining flawless composure and precision throughout.
For who?
For Teofimo.
Hey, yo, sometimes you just gotta grab your nuts and you just gotta put balls to the wall, unfortunately. But that's just what it is. And sometimes when you think you can keep up with a boxer, that's...
Coach Wally captures the historical significance of Shakur Stevenson's victory. By decisively defeating Teofimo Lopez, Shakur didn't just win a fight, he reinforced his legacy and dominance at 140 pounds. Every punch, movement, and adjustment highlighted his superior skill and strategic mind. Lopez was left overwhelmed and outclassed, proving that Shakur's preparation and tactical genius make him one of the elite fighters of this generation. This performance cements Shakur as a star whose dominance extends beyond one fight into a lasting legacy.
Oh man, I'm very excited. You know, I said this was another legacy fight for him, and
Absolutely.
he got a chance to, you know, establish his legacy once again, winning another title at 140 pounds. So I'm very enthusiastic about his future and very proud of his performance.
Bruce Carrington nails the point. Shakur Stevenson made everything look effortless against Teofimo Lopez. From round one, Shakur controlled the pace, punished Lopez's positional mistakes, and exploited every gap in his defense. Lopez kept overcommitting and turning square, giving Shakur perfect opportunities to counter with precision. His reflexes and timing were flawless, making him untouchable while landing crisp, effective punches. This was not a battle of heart or aggression. It was a demonstration of superior skill, vision, and ring intelligence. Shakur's dominance was complete, showing that preparation and technical mastery win over raw power. Every adjustment Lopez tried failed, proving that Shakur's tactical acumen is on another level. By the end, it was clear, this wasn't just a victory, it was a masterclass, and Shakur Stevenson left no doubt he is a cut above the rest in the division.
Man, he made it easy. You know, I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. That's not going to, you're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes just, and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him. Shakur got the dub.
Daniel Jacobs perfectly summarizes the fight. Shakur Stevenson's skill was the difference maker. Lopez brought aggression and heart, but Shakur's precision, timing, and ring IQ rendered it irrelevant. Every jab, feint, and foot adjustment controlled the rhythm, leaving Lopez chasing shadows. This fight was not a test of toughness, it was a clinic in boxing excellence. Shakur showcased his ability to dictate space, manage distance, and punish mistakes consistently. Lopez lacked strategy and adaptability, while Shakur's calculated movements ensured every attack was met with counter or control. Tonight, Stevenson proved why talent combined with discipline creates a fighter that cannot be matched by mere aggression. Fans witnessed a display of artistry in the ring, reminding everyone that in boxing, intelligence and skill will always trump reckless power. Shakur Stevenson's name is now synonymous with dominance at 140 pounds.
Teofimo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur. And I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk. Been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set. And that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit. It wasn't about heart. It was about sheer talent, and Shakur's display.
Bruce Carrington's reaction captures the simplicity and dominance of Shakur Stevenson. From the opening bell, Shakur controlled every aspect of the fight. Lopez struggled to land meaningful punches while constantly exposed to counters. Stevenson's reflexes were lightning quick, neutralizing every offensive attempt, and his positioning kept Lopez perpetually out of sync. What could have been a competitive match was instead a one-sided clinic, as Shakur dictated pace, distance, and engagement. The fight showcased not only his physical attributes but also his mental mastery. He anticipated Lopez's moves, punished errors immediately, and never allowed Teo to find comfort. By the end, the outcome was never in doubt. This performance reinforces Shakur's status as a technically superior, strategically brilliant champion whose dominance in the 140 pounds division is undeniable and impossible to ignore.
Shakur looked phenomenal, dominant performance. Just what do you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're gonna get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not gonna work, bro. You're not gonna take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him. Shakur got the dub.
Ade Oladipo breaks down the complete control Shakur Stevenson had over Teofimo Lopez. Shakur bullied Lopez in every phase, on the back foot and while advancing. Lopez's footwork was sloppy, leaving him vulnerable to a mix of crisp combinations and individual punches. Every attack Shakur threw was calculated and perfectly timed, exploiting Lopez's missteps and positioning errors. This fight wasn't about raw power or aggression. It was about superior boxing IQ, timing, and precision. Shakur showcased his ability to dictate the rhythm of the fight, control distance, and punish mistakes consistently. Lopez was outclassed and outsmarted from start to finish, proving that Shakur Stevenson is not just a champion but a master of the craft. Fans were treated to a textbook example of skill and strategy overpowering strength.